There's a difference between young people who are vaccine hesitant and anti-vaxxers. But to curb the pandemic, it's critical that we don't confuse the two. I'm Yoonj Kim, and this is MTV News Need to Know. With school starting in a few weeks and the Delta variant surging in many states, we have to be able to separate vaccine hesitancy with anti-vax sentiment. Only 42% of college-aged Americans are fully vaccinated for COVID-19, and there is a major misconception that all unvaccinated young people are anti-vax or anti-science. But as public health advocate Rhea Boyd told The Atlantic, anti-vaxxers are incredibly vocal, but the rampant disinformation that's put out by this minority has shaped our public discourse and has led to this collective vitriol toward the unvaccinated. Those who are hesitant are far more likely to be brought around to vaccination, whereas those who are philosophically anti-vax can rarely be persuaded. It's important to recognize this distinction in ongoing efforts to curb the pandemic. So what are the factors contributing to young people's hesitation toward the vaccine, and what do we need to address? Some are choosing not to get vaccinated because they are young, strong, and generally healthy. But today, young Americans have the lowest vaccination rate along with the highest infection rate, which means even if you don't get sick from it, you could still spread it to someone more vulnerable. Others are deterred by the circulation of misinformation online. Young people are especially vulnerable to this because we spend so much time on social media where conspiracies are being spread. For example, as journalist Rose Strokes wrote in Vice, those who spent time on YouTube were 3 times more likely to believe that a coronavirus vaccine may alter people's DNA, with that number rising to 4 times more likely with WhatsApp. Selena Gomez has repeatedly called out Facebook and Instagram for failing to remove deadly vaccine misinformation from their platforms. On Wednesday, the singer pointed out that they are continuing to ignore calls from leaders. POTUS and Surgeon General have finally called for action by Facebook, so why do they still refuse to act? There are also systemic barriers. For example, there are workers who don't have flexible hours or can't take a day off to get the shot, let alone deal with potential side effects. And given that a lot of young people work in retail and the food industry, this is a big hurdle. And many of those still unvaccinated are from demographics that have historically been underserved by our healthcare system. Vaccination rates are lower in Hispanic and Black communities, and across the country, there are higher vaccination rates in wealthy, upper-class neighborhoods. Given this, we need to stop bullying and screaming at people who are vaccine hesitant as if they're irrational or anti-science. It's only dividing and hurting us all, which is the last thing we want as we're potentially entering a 4th wave with the more contagious Delta variant. As health educator Janelle Chiosera told ABC, the more unvaccinated people you have, the more chances that we're setting up this virus to be able to create another variant. We are allowing that virus to get smarter. Young people are not a monolith, so there's no singular solution, but studies show that the best person to convince another to get jabbed is someone they trust. Singer Olivia Rodrigo urged young people to get vaxxed during a White House visit last week. And family members and community leaders also have the power to sway those who are on the fence. Just look at Boston's vaccine tripling campaign. It encouraged folks to spread the word to 3 others, and it ultimately increased vaccination rates by 57%. Some fear long-term side effects from the vaccine, but experts agree this is extremely unlikely. And what's worse? Short-term side effects from a drug proving to be effective, or long-haul health issues from contracting COVID-19. So instead of joining the polarization, don't give up on meeting people where they're at. I'm Yoonj Kim, and that's what you need to know.